Hey there everyone, Jason Winter from MMOBomb.com here. Today I'm taking a first look at Valheim, which, in case you've been living under a rock for the past few months or so, has come out of nowhere to be this incredibly huge and popular game. It's got hundreds of thousands of players on Steam at any time, just about. And it's a survival game, you know, like you expect in a lot of games. You're going to have combat and crafting and all that sort of thing that you expect. The notion is that you're a Norse warrior who's been slain in battle and sent to the realm of Valheim. And from here you have to basically slay Odin's enemies to prove your worth, I suppose. So I'm about to head off to get one of those right now. There are a bunch of different boss monsters you're going to fight throughout this game. I've played for a while, I've got enough gear, I've got enough leveling and so forth to think that I'm good enough to actually face the one boss. Now I recorded this last night, so obviously, spoiler alert, I'm going to win. But I thought you'd like to see at least one big battle, in addition to all the little stuff that I'm fighting here along the way. Had to fight a lot of those, kill them, get their parts, craft my weapons and my gear and my house, which I'll show you later. But the idea is that there are a bunch of these all throughout the world, and I have to go to their altar and make an offering to them. Now in this case, the guy is going to be like a deer spirit. So I had to slay a different deer, and you can see in my number 8 slot in my inventory there I have a couple of deer trophies I'm going to put up as an offering to him. That will summon him, and then I can fight him. So here we are at the altar. Now there's a runestone here, and I'll assume there's going to be a runestone on all the other ones that tells me exactly what I need to do. You can see there, up above, he is a deer, I can tell, so the runestone tells me to hunt his kin. So I've done that, got a couple of deer head trophies. I'm going to stick that on the altar here in a moment. After I figure out how, after I don't push the wrong button, get my bow ready. Then I kind of scout around a little bit just to make sure I have an idea of what I'm going to do when he comes out. Now, I did see this one beforehand. I saw him actually on a stream at one point, so I kind of knew what to expect. I knew he was going to be a big deer guy with lightning and so on. So I figured I was going to want to make sure I have an idea of where to go for cover, dodge behind rocks and so on and so forth. So I think I'm ready, and I put it on the altar, and boom, here he comes. I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name. Not even gonna. But here he comes, congealing from a mass. Eikthyr. Okay, fine, I've tried it. Eikthyr. We'll go with that. And shooting my fire arrows at him. Now, I thought I made enough fire arrows for this battle. I definitely didn't. And you'll see me run out partially through this. But basically, I try to kite him around for a while. Occasionally, I'm going to sneak in with a melee hit when I can. If I'm close to him and he's going to do something, I can get out my weapon and my shield real quick. Block with that, and then he doesn't do a whole lot of damage if I have the shield out. When you see my head glow like that, that means I've actually gained a level in the skill, probably archery in this case. But there are a lot of different skills, a lot of different progression in this game. For archery, for running, jumping, my axe, my shield, and so forth. I'll show you those a little later too. Okay, now he's in close, and oh, tagged me, got hit pretty hard. Okay, now I bring out my axe, my shield. I'm going to try melee with him, see if I, well, maybe not. I swap around a lot, try to get the shield out when he comes in close, in case I need that to dodge, or not to dodge, but to block. There's a dodge as well, but I'm really bad at it. Okay, so now I got the shield out, alright. Yeah, see, he only does like half a point of damage to me. And if you look in the lower left there, you're going to see my health points, which has a few pieces of food attached to it as well. Now, the way food works in this game, it's not like just a potion or something like that where you just get that and you gain hit points. What food does is it increases your maximum hit points. So you can see I've got 80, well, I've got 81 right now. But it also gives me a dot where you see the little green number go up every now and then. That's my healing over time that I get from the food as well. If I didn't have any food, my max HP would be about 25. Hits me again. Does plenty of damage. Then I just kind of have to hide for a while. Hope my food still goes for a while. I get a little healing bit there. Get my shield up. And when I have that, he does virtually nothing to me. But you see, he's knocking around the terrain. He's actually making rocks come on. Stones are like a crafting component, so I've already hit into a tree, I think, at least once. You can see wood over to the side there. Got another level on something. Another level on my bow. And get away, get away, get away. Just keep running away. Keep kiting him down. And just basically, this guy's not too tough. Again, I have the cover for it, and I have the shield to help me out. Obviously, he's the first one, so he's not that difficult. But I don't even know what the next ones are going to be. This guy kind of knew what to expect. Next ones, I don't know. So that's going to be really interesting when I get to that. Try to get a couple swipes in there. Does a big thing. Yeah, whatever. Get another swipe in there. I do that second swipe, that's when he nails me. Can't really let that happen. I got to only do one when I go in. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Yeah, and the world saves occasionally too. Like, your world is an instance that you created using a random seed. It's all procedurally generated. And you can have other people in this. So certainly I can have a friend invited to my world right now, and we could fight this thing together, which would be obviously a lot easier. Maybe it would be. I don't know how he scales, actually. I don't know what that's like. But yeah, you can have, I think, up to 10 players in a world. Yeah, up to 10. So you can all be going around doing your Viking stuff, building and crafting and fighting stuff. There's the world save. It made a little bit of a lag there when it happened. Lousy time for it. It happens like every half hour or so. I just didn't know that it was my time. And I think I was checking just to see if my food was ready, if I needed more food. I think I'm fine there. Yeah, I can see he's getting me down a bit because I'm being a little riskier with the melee attacks. Because I think I'm out of fire arrows at this point. Yeah, I am. I'm not setting him on fire anymore. Actually, I think I was checking to see how many arrows I had, just to make sure I wouldn't run out of those at all. But I still got like 30-something, so I'm good. Yeah, as long as I got the shield up, I'll be fine. If I dash in and get a hit, no, he hits me first, and that hurts a lot more. So he goes away, and just rinse and repeat. Like, he's not that challenging if you spent a little time. I spent about, at this point, about 3 or 4 hours leveling up, getting gear and so forth. I actually ventured into the next area a little bit, so that I was kind of able to handle the stuff there. So I was like, well, if I can handle that, I should be able to handle this guy. Handle Eichthea. Now, I'm getting him down pretty well. All I have to do is just take it easy, don't take too many risks, get another level on my bow. That should be fine. He shoots a lightning straight out there on that one. So he has that, and he has the like AoE attack. And also looks like, well, then maybe he just has that. And again, if I go for that second swipe, that's when it costs me. See all the wood that's being knocked around here, all the trees that are getting knocked down from his attacks. Just collecting those accidentally. I'll need them later, I'm sure. When this is done, I'll show you my... Yeah, he knocked me into a tree there. Just knocked over an entire tree. When this is done, I'll show you my house. You'll see get an idea of the kind of crafting that goes into this as well. It's got a really nice system for that, too. Which has allowed for some really outstanding structures for people to build. Trying to get away from me. Nope, shoot in the butt. Okay. A couple more hits. Almost got, we've knocked down an entire tree. Come on, get you down. We're gonna make for a nice trophy. Gonna look good on my wall. How many points of a buck is that? That's like at least like a 15, 20. Not bad. Not bad. But I wanted to finish him with melee too, just because I want to be a big tough Viking warrior. And there he goes. Yeah. Gar. And then I was like, okay, now what happens? Oh, okay, he explodes. All right. So I can pick up his trophy, I suppose. There we go. New crafting recipes. The trophy. Pick up the wood. And over here, there's his trophy. Okay. So once I had that, I have to go to the big altar. Or actually, first I talked to the Raven, Odin's Raven, who like advises me throughout all this, gives me hints. So that's kind of the tutorial aspect of it all, is speaking to the Ravens. So he will tell me what to do next after I get over that log. And he tells me to return to the sacrificial stones with the Forsaken trophy and offer it as a sacrifice to make the gods smile upon you. So once I do that, I get a special power that I can use. So that will be useful. And there are a bunch of them. Like no, not that altar. Not that altar, idiot. No, the one you started at. Yeah, over that way. There you go. I'll figure it out eventually. But anyway, once I get there, I can then mount that on a chain, and then it will grant me special powers. And that's basically, that's the main gist of the game. That's the story of it, so to speak, it looks like. Going to these altars and giving the sacrifices here, getting all that. You can see there's a few here. It takes me a while to figure it out because I thought I'd just put it on the stone, but I have to put it actually on the hook. But eventually I'll get that figured out, get that there, and yeah, I can read that as well. And yeah, you can see there's a few of them here. I'll have to kill all of them, bring their heads back, and get the powers and so forth. But you can do other stuff as well. It's obviously it's open world, it's very sandboxy and so forth. So you can do pretty much whatever you want. And let's see what else we can do, actually, by taking a look at the building of the game. Alright, so here I am, the triumphant hero, returning home. Actually, it's been like a couple days since I did that fight. Through the magic of editing, it looks like it's happening right now, though, just after it. So here is my home, my very humble, very small home. It's just something I made up real quickly. Not sure how long I'm going to stay here because I'm still in the first area, just beat that first boss. I know I have a lot more to go, but it's nice. It's my home. I put some effort into it. Actually, I'll leave that out. I guess still not quite bright enough. It's nice sunlight. I got the little, sunlight coming over the, or where's the sun? Where's the sun? Behind a cloud, but it's still reflecting off the water. Anyway, give me sunlight. Very nice little space I just picked out here on the map. This I did not build, this little thing over here. This was here when I got here. I like to think that someone came here before me and built it, so I leave it here in his honor, her honor. And I did build my own boat, so I can move around on the water a little bit. There are much more complex, much more intricate boats. This is just a beginner boat, basically. It's kind of crappy, honestly. So, looking at my house, it is very simple. I just have, I guess I'll leave my bed. Got the workbench, got a couple chests here where I have stuff in. Pretty simple. One thing I like, though, that I've noticed about the building system is I like how I can do like the angled stuff here. Like, see how I've got the 45-degree angle parts there, and then the like half that angle stuff up there. And then you can build roof parts to go along it as well. So it does give it a really nice appearance. Now that said, what I have here, like I said, it's pretty simple. So this is something that one of our viewers, Mad Martha, who's a frequent contributor to our streams and so forth, this is what he built. And yeah, it's a little nicer than what I have. He's been playing the game a bit longer. I looked at his Steam profile. He's got like 130 hours in it. So yeah, a little fancier than my simple little hovel. But, you know, a man's home is his castle. So just as well. So I've made a little place over here just to keep a little extra storage stuff, a little extra crates with various things. And just to show you how the building works here, I have a hammer for number 5. And I can just pick a thing. Actually, I need to, because I just lost my my beehive. Got the components for that. I had that built over here, but it got trashed by a monster, so I'll build it again. And the bees will produce honey for me occasionally. In fact, are they doing any now? Check bees. Bees are happy. Happy bees. Yay. But that's a structure, and various building parts are like so. Let's see. Like, what if I may want to put a roof over this? I've already got the half walls here, so let me try. I can make a half post. Put that there. Another one there, another one there. I'm not going to go all the way around. I'll just give you an idea how this looks. Now I choose that thing. And if I walk onto there... there we go. So if I walk it onto here... too far? There we go. Okay, so yeah, I can make I could do that on the other side as well, and then put a roof over it if I just wanted. So it'll still be like an open air kind of thing, but at least have a little bit of a roof, so I wouldn't get wet when it rains if I'm out here looking at stuff. So yeah, it's pretty simple. A lot of different parts just from this, just from the basic first tier hammer. So let me show you though. So I'm in here. The workbench is how I did make all my gear and stuff. And you can see it's got the usual stuff you'd expect, weapons, and armor, and so forth, rag tunics, and so forth, shields, etc., torches. I also repair everything. Let me go ahead and repair my stuff up. That's simple enough. It doesn't take any components, so you can do all that. And I can upgrade my equipment as well. As you can see, I've got almost everything up to level 2, and it just takes various components, shows you what it needs. In this case, I actually would need a level 3 workbench, And you upgrade the workbench by building other structures around it. Like over here. Over in there. Yeah, there's the chopping block that I made. And I need a bunch of hides for one of the next ones that'll get me to tier 3, so still got a ways to go on that. But yeah, pretty basic, pretty simple, but you can do a lot of stuff here. In fact, does my torch burn out? Why is my torch out? Oh, it actually does run out of... Oh, I didn't know that, so I have to use resin to keep it going. All right. I need resin. Hang on. Hang on. Gotta keep my torch going. Gotta keep my house lit. There we go. I need wood to keep this fire going, which is where I use to cook my food and so forth. So, yeah, there's a lot you can do here. Pretty complex building system. Not complex necessarily, but has a lot of parts to it. And you can make some really nice looking structures if you will. Okay, let me just show you some of the systems in the game right now. Press my tab button, I get, of course, my inventory, basic stuff there. I can also craft a few things if I'm out in the wild, basic stuff like a stone axe, a hammer, and so forth. But for most crafting, you're going to need the workbench. And look here, it shows the compendium, which is your index, glossary, whatever. It shows you all the different stuff you need to know about the game, as well as, so right there, what your current effects are. Right? In this case, I don't have any effects going, but if I activated this guy's effect, the thing I got for beating the big boss, for beating Eikthyr, it would show the abilities I would get from that. Next tab over is my skills. You can see here just what all the main jump height, damage with this, blocking abilities, so on. Pretty simple enough there. A lot of different skills, a lot of different things you can level up. Over here are my trophies, all the different things I've killed and taken the heads off of, apparently. And this last one just enables or disables friendly fire. I'm not playing with anyone, but you can play with some people, if you like. It's pretty easy to set up that. You just give them your server info and you can get them into your game with you. One last look here. This is the map. This is every place I've explored so far. This is just where I was a moment ago. This altar right here to get to Eikthyr. This is my home. This is where I spawned into the game. Now, I did a little bit of a journey the other night. Kind of went out on my raft, journeyed around a bit. Died here. But, you know, I got my stuff back, came back for it. And I've made a few other marks for various other things I've found along the way that I will explore at some point, including the dreaded House of Death, which had a lot of stuff around it. And I'll get to that sometime when I'm feeling a little more adventurous. But just to give you an idea, though, even for all that area I've explored, this is the world. So, yeah, there's a lot, and I have barely even scratched the surface of this. So, yeah, that is Valheim. Hope you enjoyed this first look. As always, heading over to MMOBomb.com for all your free-to-play gaming news, reviews, podcasts, interviews. I said free-to-play, didn't I? We're not just free-to-play anymore. We cover all multiplayer games, and I knew I would screw that up, and I did. But heading over to MMOBomb.com for all your multiplayer gaming news, reviews, podcasts, now what else? Contests, giveaways, articles, editorials, all that great stuff. MMOBomb.com. As always, my name is Jason Winter. Thank you, and I will see you later.